Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it. All right, we're on.
Hey, boys and girls, were you worried about us?
No, they know.
They know. They just sit there and patiently wait.
They know.
They have their coffee. They say their morning prayers.
But
They're coming, please, Lord. Please, are they coming on this morning?
said nobody ever, but I like that. And God bless Hank and Stephanie. They
That's
need
right.
it.
There we go.
How's everybody doing? It is Tuesday. Look at us flying through the week.
Right. And the weather's going to be kind of, it looked like it was going to be okay, but now it's kind of like falling apart a little.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's fine. Everything's dry outside.
Yes.
So it needs to happen.
Right. But it's going to get a little wet later on from the remnants of, what is it, Debbie?
Debbie.
Yeah.
Little Debbie's proven to be a
Right.
problem.
Right. And a shout out to our friends and listeners in Florida and the Tampa area. You guys took a bit of a hit yesterday.
Yeah. I saw that Debbie blew in $1 million worth of cocaine in Florida.
Oh, it did.
I was like, what?
And there was this great post that somebody put up, said, okay, Florida, you're going to be on TV. Put your teeth in, put your bra on. And I thought, how spot on is that?
I really like that. Florida, get your act together. You're in
Right.
the national
I mean,
spotlight.
how many times do you see somebody interviewed on national TV and they don't have their teeth in? They don't, it's like,
Well,
come on.
I mean, they are getting people at their worst, usually
Yes.
shoving a camera in their face.
That's true.
I did have a moment where I ran into weather guy Eric Fisher.
Uh-huh.
And by ran into him, I was literally driving by the side of the road and he was looking at a menu of a restaurant. I just rolled down my window. Hi, Eric. His whole family look over and
Right.
like, oh,
Now,
hi.
does he have a place down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were on Main Street as I was leaving that area after my
Yeah.
boat cruise on
Mhm.
Sunday, which I
And
remained.
how did that go?
We had so much fun.
Good.
I was a little nervous getting
you
up
were.
there and I was a little stressed out going out on the boat just because it was super windy.
Mhm.
And so that was like probably the first time I've ever had to DJ while holding everything down.
Oh, gee.
I'm like, one good gust of wind is just going to take my laptop and fly it out to
Right.
sea.
Right. And then Lemonade was over.
And then, I mean, it's fine. I would have been able to work because I have the other hard drive and stuff. I have
Right.
other musics. It wouldn't have been pretty.
No.
She's a pricey laptop. Good morning, Cindy. I saw that nice little write-up that you had. Boston Business Women did a nice little story about you and all of your hard work and your side hustles and your regular business. So congratulations, Cindy. Hello, Holly. Vanna Pacella's mama with the mostest. She's the momager.
She's the momager.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
but in a good fashion.
Oh, okay.
She's just the most supportive,
And
loving human.
and Dad is the roadie.
Yeah, absolutely. It's how it should be. That's what happens when
Right.
you've got a star in the house.
Mhm. Yes. Yes.
Good morning,
Hook
Diana.
your wagon to that star.
Yeah.
Said
So,
some poet. I don't know who it was, but somebody did.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Give me a minute. It'll come to me probably by the end of the show because
Yeah.
that's how that works.
Mhm.
I had a moment like that the other day where it was like 4 hours later where I remembered it.
Right.
And everyone's like, oh my God, Stephanie. I'm like, listen,
Listen, I
And we're-
remembered it.
and we're still all together. So,
That's right.
and I didn't Google it.
The important thing is you remember it.
Yeah, because
When
apparently,
you get to be a certain age, that becomes more and more important. Oh, I remember that.
right? It went deep in the archives, but I
Right.
dug it out. It's fine. Shout out to our friends in South Carolina. I know my friend Meredith had to close Three Little Birds Cafe this morning because her parking lot is underwater.
Oops.
It does not look great there.
Yeah, I talked to my brother last night. He's in Myrtle Beach. And I said, how's the weather? How you doing? And he said, we're okay now. Tomorrow, gonna be a little ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
But
Well, it's
he's-
downgraded.
he's also retired to Myrtle Beach.
Oh,
So,
it's fine.
love you, Jeff, but
I don't know. The Redneck Riviera. I lived there for a few years. I
Yeah.
pass.
no. Well, He plays a lot of golf and,
There you go.
and all of that. So
I mean, like when the radio station in which I worked in Myrtle Beach, it
Mhm.
was the Waffle House, the gun range, the strip club,
mhm.
the radio station, a church.
Who could ask for anything more?
Honestly, there's nothing else you needed on that road. We
You
had
can
it
go
all.
from the strip club, walk out, and go, "Oh, that was terrible what I just did. I'm going to go to church."
Right there in one
Then
little
on the way
easy
back,
strip.
I'm going to knock on the door and talk to Stephanie about it.
It was perfect.
Yep.
Good morning, Miss Mari. Thanks for joining us. Diana,
Hey, Mari.
you left last night. You tied for trivia for round 4. We lost 2 teams. It ended up being a jam-packed night for losing 2 of our regular teams to the concert at Fenway
Right.
of Def Leppard, Journey, and Steve Miller Band.
Steve Miller. Yeah, I was curious as to who opened, and it was Steve Miller.
Yeah. Not
and then
surprising.
And then it was Journey. And then it was Def Leppard.
See, it doesn't go by like how many hit albums you have anymore. It's who's the most geriatric goes first so they can go home to bed.
Right. Yeah, Steve Miller ain't no kid.
I very much enjoyed many a Steve Miller concert
Yes,
at,
never saw him,
at
but
Great Woods.
Yep.
Oh, that was like a yearly thing only because we like to party in the parking lot.
Oh, okay. You went to see Steve Miller?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Even like as a child, like that was a teen thing to do. I think I probably the most concerts I've ever between him and 311
Mhm.
that I've ever been to in my entire life
Oh,
because
okay.
we just went every year. It was what we did
Okay.
for like a solid decade. Just to party in the parking lot.
Right. Did you actually go in?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We
Okay.
eventually made it in. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We weren't that big of a mess.
Well, you never know,
Some of us weren't that big of
You
a
know,
mess.
there are still stories about the parking lot in Great Woods, whatever
Well,
they call it.
I would always get in trouble when I got home because my mother was the nurse at Great Woods.
Yes.
So she would always know
Mhm.
from someone in your friend group had a blood alcohol of blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, that wasn't me.
Right. I
You're
didn't do
blaming
it.
me for what Shane did.
I
She's a
didn't do it.
mess.
I'm not a mess. She's a mess.
No high school kid should have that blood alcohol level.
No, you're right. That's why I didn't.
I'm like, what is that? Aren't there rules about you telling me about this?
She was making a point.
But I think it was before HIPAA. I don't know. Or was
Oh.
it before it was enforced anyway?
Somehow, I don't think your mother would care. Right?
Nope.
Nope.
That
Okay.
didn't.
Yep.
Nope. That doesn't matter.
Nope.
Not at
Doesn't
all.
matter. Gonna do what I'm gonna do.
So our question of the day today, and I thought it was pretty funny. I'm enjoying some of the answers on there. Poorly explain what you do for a living. I talk to strangers. It's great. Sometimes.
Yeah. I'm retired. No.
Well, that's what Dave Hegner put out there.
Yeah.
I go and see how many grains of sand there are every single day at the beach just to
Right.
make sure it's still there.
Yeah.
He's retired.
Right.
My
I
friend,
retired 6 years ago. You'd never know.
my friend Dave, who works for a cannabis company, just put, I sell drugs. I send emails that annoy people. It's really fun. So if
Right.
you've got a fun way to poorly explain what it is that you do.
Oh,
for a
Mari,
living.
Mari, you have to have a way to explain what we do.
Absolutely. That's got to be fun and clever.
Right.
Just for some good laughs. We're having a good time over there on social. So what's on the docket for today? Good morning, Christina. You didn't win the tiebreaker. You weren't there.
You kind of have to be there for
Right,
the tiebreaker,
exactly.
Yeah,
Sandwich PD posted.
they did.
Crazy crime, everybody from Sandwich
Uh-oh.
Police Department.
What's up?
No, what it started off with a butt dial of 911. So I appreciated that it was truly a butt
Oh,
dial.
jeez.
Like who has 911 ready to go that you sat on it?
Oh, my goodness.
That-
You're expecting trouble?
Then there was another story of people calling because they saw an elderly man hunched over on the front seat.
Mm-hmm.
They were really worried. There's several calls.
Yeah.
He was
And
just on his phone.
forgot his glasses, couldn't see.
I think that's just poor posture.
Right.
I totally related to that as me and my age
Folks,
I'm
that
just turning-
could be me trying to in the car, okay?
while you're waiting to pick Mariana up from, I don't know,
Somewhere.
creative writing.
Creative writing
Hey,
or
Ted Murphy, I'm wearing your running wave shirt today.
oh, really?
Right?
Cool.
It fits again.
Mhm.
I'm into a size large, kids. Things are happening. It's tight, snug. I'm not very comfortable, but
Mhm.
we'll get there.
Well, Ted Murphy told me last Thursday that Mariana's kind of a sick puppy like Declan Rush.
Oh. Yeah,
I mean,
he's-
that's a compliment, I think.
he's not allowed to talk about what happens in creative writing stays in creative
No.
writing.
So I said, so what did you write, honey? And Ted said, what happens in the writer's shack stays in the writer's shack.
He means it too.
But your granddaughter's a bit of a sick puppy, like Jekyll and Rush.
I love it.
I went, oh.
Did you read that book?
No. I've started it. I've got it. It's on the.
It's long.
Yeah, I know.
It's really long.
Yeah.
It's good though, but it's long.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
You got to commit to it.
It's on the. If you read, what did I read? If you read like 30 to 50 pages a day, you can read like 40 books a year.
All right.
So that book is what, 600 pages? So you could knock that down at 50 pages in 10 days.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't have 10 days. I'm glad I read it. When did it come out? Last year?
Last year.
Yeah. I read it at the beginning of last year. I had a lot of time last winter on my hands for some reason. I don't know how.
Mm-hmm. I don't know either.
Right? What was that all about? Good morning, Tara. Hey, Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Are you back? Are you back? Am I going to see you on Thursday? I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
Hank and I are going to be doing our show over at Mashpee TV, and that's going to be a fun little partnership. And I'm looking forward to working in
now,
that
do I have
studio.
to wear pants that day?
I would probably. We have two options for setup.
Okay.
And I rewatched our Mashpee TV interview, and I do not like that setup. I look
so
like
I have to
a
wear
linebacker.
So I have to wear pants.
Just, no.
Oh no.
We might go into the conference room because I don't know if I like that room.
And do the table thing. Okay. See, folks.
It's like a talk show table.
Okay. See, folks, I'm wearing shorts, but if we're going on TV and my legs, I have skinny old guy legs, so I have to put on a pair of pants if they're going to be shown on TV.
I will take skinny old guy legs anytime. I've seen some horrific male short situations.
Oh yeah.
I'm still scarred for life. I'm not going to mention who he is, but he was an old sportscaster, high school sports guy, larger gentleman, and sat down at a conference table, not wearing any undergarments for all to see because his shorts were very, very short. And there was, I can never unsee that.
I can imagine.
Ever again.
Yep. It was all hanging out.
Wear the pants. All I'm saying is wear the pants.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I know that can be scarring. I can imagine.
Oh, God. Like literally scarred for life. I'm fine, though. It's fine.
You survived. You've gotten through it.
That's it. These are the crosses we bear.
Right.
It's on my list of things I never need to see again. I was very proud of Miss USA.
Yes.
An Army officer.
Yes, she is.
From Michigan.
Yes, she is.
That's exciting.
Yes. Yes.
Not that I love those pageants very much, but anytime that we have an option, be like, oh, she's an Army girl.
Right. Just like you.
Good work.
Just
good
like
work,
her.
gorgeous girl.
Yep. Yep.
Look at those huevos. Thanks, Cindy.
She's gorgeous. She's smart, and she'll kick your ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
All the things that we need.
Right.
Yes. We got it together. So what's going on in the world of Hank?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
You're super scheduled right now, though.
Yeah.
Real
I
estate's
really am.
bumping.
Really am scheduled.
We said interest rates are low.
Yes, interest rates. You know, folks, in the midst of all the pants wetting yesterday about the stock market, interest rates fell below 6. Mortgage interest rates fell below 6.
A lot of panic yesterday over the stock market.
You know, and what was weird, well, I saw somewhere on one
Not
of the
that I have any.
Right. On one of the financial pages, what happened yesterday was described as, you know, kind of like telling your 8-year-old he can't have ice cream for supper. Yeah.
Okay.
They just, the stock market yesterday kind of just took a hissy fit, they're saying. Because the weird thing is, in terms of mortgage interest rates and interest rates in general, is they've been saying all along that the Fed was looking to see the unemployment rate inch up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Before they would cut the rates to kind of kick things in. Well, that's one of the things that set the stock market into a hissy fit because the unemployment rate went up a smidge.
It wasn't Warren Buffett selling all of his Apple stock where everybody was like, why?
Oh,
You don't need anybody. What's wrong with Apple? Everybody sell it.
And the thing is, most of the stocks in the stock market are owned very, very small percentage of us.
It's not me. Don't look at me.
No, I mean, we all have. If we're lucky enough to have an investment portfolio, we have stuff in the stock market in an investment portfolio. But all the big stuff, the majority of all of it, there aren't too many people in this country that really own a whole bunch of stock.
Yeah.
And the advice is always, when stuff like this happens, just stay calm. I mean, the Nikkei, which is the stock market in Japan, which started that whole thing yesterday, it dropped, I think, 12%. It's up 10 this morning. I think those are the numbers. So it's like, okay, it's coming back. They sat in the corner and held their breath till they turned blue, and they realized that mommy wasn't going to give them ice cream for supper. Okay, now we'll go back to the table.
I don't need to run and go buy my yen.
No.
I'll be fine. Good morning, Gloria.
You'll be fine.
She absolutely loves our crazy news. Sandwich news especially.
Yeah.
They're introducing all of their officers one by one.
Yes, they are. That's kind of cool.
I'm hoping that they introduce the one who does the writing.
Yes, we have to find out who that person is.
Or, maybe they want to just remain anonymous, kind of like Bridgerton.
Right.
Even though we all know who she is.
Whoa. The writer of Bridgerton is anonymous?
Yeah, the person who's the whole storyteller of Bridgerton.
Oh, okay.
Right. She's an anonymous writer that writes all the gossip.
Oh, okay.
And everybody in town wants to know who it is.
Okay.
It's like basically a version of Gossip Girl.
Oh, okay. I don't watch Bridgerton. I honestly don't watch Bridgerton.
Well, that is a clue to one of our trivia questions this week. Given lots of clues. We had a lot of fun last night at trivia, hooting and hollering, lots of singing. Everybody felt really good on a Monday. I was very surprised by the boisterousness of everybody.
Oh, even though the stock market crashed and the world was
everybody
ending.
was out having a good time. Nobody seemed to matter. Didn't mind.
It doesn't.
Mari says you have 3 closings this week, so you're just busy as it is. We're wrapping up our summer over here. Cody went back to actual football
really?
practice yesterday. I don't know what that means. And we're getting ready for college. Lily is, I think today is her last show at the Melody Tent. She might have 1 or 2 more.
Really? And who's on tonight?
What is tonight? I don't even know what tonight is. A Grace Potter.
Oh, okay.
I think very much like Grace Potter. I don't know if it's sold out or not, but a couple of more chances for you to go to the Melody Tent. When's your Beach Boys?
That would be Saturday. We're going to the second show.
Oh, okay.
I thought we were going to the first show at 5 o'clock. We were out, and Megan said to me, "Do you know the Beach Boys first shows at like 5 o'clock?"
Yeah, I like a 5 p.m. show.
And I went, "Ooh." But we're going to the second show because I guess we're not quite that old.
I disagree. Like, that's why we love Tea Party. Like the tea dance and whatnot. Get me out. I want a 2 p.m. dance party so that I've got my whole night. I have a nice dinner and I'm in bed by 8. Yes, please.
Right. I wouldn't mind. The Beach Boys are so old. I really would rather the first show. I'm not sure how they're going to be for the second show.
Could let it all out.
El Jardine might be sitting in a wheelchair for the second show. I don't know.
He's going to be in a wheelchair for the first show too. Let's be honest. We don't know. We just know that they've got 2 showings this
just
weekend.
As long as he doesn't leer at the female. Last time we saw them a bit ago, and everybody was old then. Oh, I forget what the song was, California Girls or something. And they had, like cheerleaders or something on stage. And he was leering at them. You're like too damn old, bud. Okay? Just, you're not Bill Belichick. You can't get the young, forget it. Speaking of Bill Belichick, Linda Holliday is not leaving the house.
That's her house. She's sticking in it.
Right. So the original Mrs. Belichick has 1 house. Linda Holliday, who probably, she was with Bill for 16 years. She is in the second house. So that's why I guess he had to buy the 3rd house for him and the girlfriend.
Interesting.
So
Nantucket's not that big.
He's got 3 houses on Nantucket. 3.
Well, obviously, she's not leaving. So now that's her house. We'll just buy another one.
We'll just buy another one.
He's fine.
And I guess the new house he has is kind of like downtown-ish. That you can like walk by.
Well, he doesn't have a football season to escape to anymore. Like he's going to be there. They're going to see each other at the grocery store.
Right.
Like it's going to happen.
Right. And Linda Holliday is still, as far as I know, still head of the Bill Belichick Foundation.
So awkward. Good morning, Linda.
He's kind of like Rod Stewart in that all his exes like him.
Or do they?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
They're on the payroll. Of course they like him.
Right. All of Rod Stewart's exes apparently like him, and he has several.
Also on the payroll.
Right.
Just pay him. They're fine. We're fine. Just give me the house. Give me the money, bro. I'll be good.
But Bill is going to be all over TV this fall.
For his little show, and then he's doing the thing with the Mannings, right?
He's doing the thing with the Mannings. He's got his own show called Coach. He's going to be on with Pat McAfee. He's going to be all over the place, analyzing and discussing games and plays, and he's going to make every team that decided not to interview him say to themselves, "Oh God, we were stupid."
Really though, 8 teams passed on you. I feel like
they made a mistake.
You think?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Good morning, Linda.
Because never mind.
Mary Jane, Tom, Chris, thanks for joining us. Why do you think they made a mistake?
Because he wasn't interested in what
the program.
He wasn't interested in buying all the groceries anymore.
Yeah.
He just wanted to coach the team, and no one understood that. And so I still believe, and we talked about this before, that something happened, that there was something in place, because that final press conference with Mr. Kraft, and Kraft was like, it's going to be so weird seeing you, on the sidelines in another hoodie and everything. It just really seemed like everything was in place. And then something happened. Somebody backed out. Somebody reneged. I don't know. But he's going to be back.
All right.
He'll be back.
I don't know. Well, I'm excited to see him a little bit more animated and a little less I have heartburn on the side giving press conferences. So maybe we might be able to actually see his personality, in which I know he does have one.
Oh, he does have one. I mean,
I'm looking forward to that.
You can't be friends with Lenny Clark and John Bon Jovi and be like the door over
Well,
there.
not everybody can be the funny one in a friend group.
That's right.
Like maybe he's just like the straight guy.
He's just right. Right.
Like just I'm not too high. I'm not too low. I'm just like in the middle.
Right.
Kind of flat, throwing a couple of quirks. He's the dry humored one.
Right. Yeah.
We'll have to see what his commentary is going to be like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm interested.
Oh, yeah. No, it's going to be good.
So the big news over the weekend, Aerosmith to retire. Was it big news? I was surprised to hear that they're citing a vocal cord injury.
Yeah.
As they're never coming back from this situation.
Given how Steven Tyler would scream sing.
Yeah.
It's somehow not surprising
Nobody's
after all
surprised
these years
by that, right?
That he may have blown out his vocal
Yeah,
cords.
it's kind of like the sad Julie Andrews thing where she just had her surgery and then now I can't sing anymore.
I can't sing
this
anymore.
is what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is because I know they kept trying to come back, and they were like a family. They fought with each other, and they didn't want to deal with each other for a while. And well, let's get back together again. And we all love each other, and let's go on tour. And then, but yeah, it's too bad.
I'm sure he's got some more middle-aged women's clothing to show off.
Oh, so I'm sure.
We'll be seeing him out and about in the area, I bet.
Yep. Yep. Just as long as he doesn't look like your grandmother. That's all. That just creeps me out.
I'm popping up at the Olympics here and there. That was Mick Jagger sitting next to a group of kids that had no idea who Mick Jagger was.
Nope.
So good.
Although he's one of those people that even if you were an adult and you saw him sitting there, you'd say to yourself, "Nah, I can't be."
Right.
Can't be. And then Tom Brady is at the Olympics.
Yep.
Falling all over people.
He's living his best life right now.
And they're falling all over him.
Speaking of falling all over, that's how the Italians won their first ever Olympic gold medal.
Really?
In a gymnastics event. Congratulations. Everybody fell off the beam and they stayed on. So they won gold.
Wow. Wow.
It's not as simple as that, but that's how I saw it. So
right.
That's how it was.
I think it was one of the gymnasts that Tom Brady met said, and this is the general sense of the quote, that she was so overwhelmed. He was so gorgeous to look at.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, he looks like he's 14.
I don't know.
Have you seen him? He's had work done.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's had work done.
I think he just eats stem cells. He eats small babies. I don't know what those people do. We don't live like that, Hank, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, he wears glasses now.
I've stopped all that stuff. No Botox, no nothing. It's just me. It's me and my wrinkles. Get used to it. I don't care. It is what it is. Meanwhile, yeah, he's getting stem cell treatments. He gets like blood facials and whatnot. Lord knows what he gets. Linda says Nantucket is so small. You would think it screams awkward. It's going to be that way.
Right.
And I'm just looking to be a fly on the wall. Speaking of Nantucket, there was a very fun video that I posted. Not fun for the person it was involving in yesterday, where he was videotaping the seagull that stole his wallet.
Yes.
He put his wallet in the shopping cart and was going into Stop and Shop. Well, the seagull swooped down and took it and sat on the roof of Stop and Shop, opening it up and throwing his money in the wind. And,
oh my God, that's hilarious.
So he's videotaping the seagull on top of the roof, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Well, there it goes. There it goes. Anybody that finds my money, you're welcome to it. But if you find my wallet around, can you please return it?" So I just want an update if, in fact, your
Oh, my
wallet was
goodness.
relocated, because I can't imagine what a seagull would want to do with it. It's
No.
not food. It must have
No.
smelled good, though,
Must have.
right?
That's weird.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he thought the dollar bills were lettuce.
Maybe. It was just very funny and cute the way it was happening. But yeah,
Yeah.
I felt bad for the guy. It's like hundreds of dollars all over.
Oh, well, so much for grocery shopping.
Yeah, it's wild. Honey, I tried. I went to the grocery store.
But
Something
the,
happened.
but the seagull still won't.
No
Sure.
one, right. Well, that's why there's videographic evidence, because he
Yes.
couldn't go home to the wife with no groceries and no
No.
wallet.
No. No.
So yeah, it was a big day for the Italians who won their first gold medal. And also an awkward day for the Italians when
Yes.
was found sleeping in the street
Yep. Because
post his competition.
because it's too hot and it's uncomfortable in the Olympic Village.
Or he was just tired. There's a lot of people jammed into that area.
Yes.
And he just competed in his event and he won and he had a great day. And then he took a little nap in the road. Leave
Mhm.
the guy alone.
Right. Right.
Just like it was a big deal for Serena Williams, who was denied entry
Oh.
into a restaurant yesterday.
If you see that headline, folks, read the story.
I'm so sick of clickbait. You're
Yes.
like, oh, why? What did she get denied for? You click it. She didn't have a reservation. It was full.
Right. Restaurant was banged out. There were no empty tables.
Stupid.
But how does that story even
Because
begin?
because papers need their little clicks, and they so they can say they got those impressions, so they can then sell them to their advertisers. This is what journalism is. I had a great lunch yesterday with Tim Miller,
Mhm.
who former reporter. He's a professor over at Four Seas. He's gearing up for his new season. He's also a film critic, and we were just talking about journalism in general and how, it's just really, really changed.
Yep.
And that is one of the ways it's really, really changed, is that it's no longer the love of the story or the truth. It's how do you get people to get eyes on this?
Right.
And then how are you going to keep them?
Yeah. But so for that story to happen, someone at the restaurant must have called somebody
Mhm.
to say, hey, Serena Williams just wanted to come in and we wouldn't let her in.
Absolutely.
Why would you do that?
Because TMZ,
Yeah, I
because you
guess.
have a story to sell,
Right.
because people want attention,
Right.
because this is a society that we live in.
And then you can
You're
say to your
welcome.
friends, oh, I'm responsible for that story.
I did that. Look at that. All my hard work.
Right.
It's
And
just
then nobody
weird.
cares that
No.
you started that
Super weird.
story.
Just
I don't get it.
Well, the gossip with the J-Lo and the Ben Affleck thing, this is
Yes.
heating up. Apparently, he decided to just let loose
Uh-huh.
as they are like, yes, we're getting a divorce. He got a divorce haircut.
A divorce
Usually
haircut
it's the woman who gets the divorce haircut.
does the makeover.
Ben Affleck got the divorce haircut. It looks weird. It's like a buzz cut. It's just like, I don't know. It's weird.
I think he's a troubled guy.
Well, the conversation goes like this. And if this is the real reason for the divorce, I'm supporting Ben Affleck in this situation.
Mhm.
She's got so much money, right? She's got her hands in everything.
Right.
She knows he's in recovery.
Yeah.
And she decided that last year she wanted to, everybody's got a booze brand out there.
Right.
She wants a booze brand. She's a non-drinker,
Right.
which we gave her a little guff for, I think, on one of our podcasts. Tori and I do a pop culture podcast where we just talk about
Yep.
celebrity gossip and whatnot, the First Shot Morning Show. And we were talking about it, how, J-Lo, why would you endorse something, or why would you make a product when you don't use it? Blake Lively does the same thing. She doesn't drink alcohol, and yet she has mixers and pre-mixed beverages. It's weird.
I thought the rule was in order to endorse a product, you had to use it.
Well, it's not the rule. That's how it has to be if you're getting paid to endorse something. Not if you own the company.
Oh, okay.
They
All right, so
straight up
that's the
own
thing.
the companies.
Oh, all right. But it's the FTC thing or the FCC thing that if you're going to endorse a product, you actually have to be a user.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's a loose rule as far as that goes. It just means you have to like it. Doesn't mean you necessarily have to. And how do you prove that you like something?
Yeah, I guess.
Right? It's a slippery slope of payola.
Right, but if she doesn't drink, then you're right. What's she doing?
Exactly. So he said to her, please don't do that. This is his side of the story. And I understand there's always three sides to the story. The one, the both of their sides, and then the truth or somewhere in between. So that is what the story was, that she asked, she wanted to do this because she wanted to make money. And he said, don't you have enough? Simplifying the situation, of course.
And Jenny from the hood said,
Jenny from the block said, no, I want this. This is
Right.
what I'm doing. So, right? So if that's true, then Good Morning Julia, will side with Ben Affleck on this.
yeah, I could
Especially
as well.
since he's newly sober. His sobriety is fragile and he doesn't need to do that. And is booze that important to you that you would endorse this? You would buy this? This is now part of your product line.
And he couldn't be going to all the events to promote the product, and then people would want to know why.
Why exactly?
Why is he not at the event to promote the product? Yeah,
no, they know why.
Yeah.
And she doesn't drink herself. It doesn't make any sense. So
nothing she does makes any sense.
It's all about the almighty dollar. And we're not going to sit here for hours and dissect J-Lo. Nobody has time for that.
Is J-Lo more a product of the hype than her talent?
No, I think she's super talented. I think she's driven and disciplined. I think it's just that she's at a space where it's more, I got to be bigger, I got to be better, I got to be more, I got to be part of this time where it's like, can't you just be comfortable in what you've already accomplished and just allow life to happen?
I guess what I mean is she that good a singer? Is she that good an actress?
No, none of those are that great, but I mean, she's still good.
Okay. All right.
Is she the greatest singer that ever lived? No, that's Celine Dion, whose song is now charting. Go Celine.
Right.
She got a lot of guff for singing, but she didn't lip sing. She actually sang it. Oh, I thought it was great.
I put something up on social and I said, I'm waiting for somebody to say this was lip synced.
Oh, yeah. It was out there.
Yeah.
People are rude.
Oh, yeah.
There's always going to be somebody with an opinion.
Right.
We accept that this day
Well,
and age.
you see clips now of, God bless him, Frankie Valli is still touring.
RTB. Newly sober for that number of times. Like being a freshman in your fourth year of college. All right.
Yep.
This is all very true.
Right.
But he's fragile. And with that haircut, he looks extra fragile.
Oh, my God.
Who allowed that? Doesn't he have people? Ben, get your people on it.
He must have people. Unless she took all his people. But Frankie Valli, he's still touring. He's 90 years old. God bless him.
Right.
But people who go to his shows now, when they, film him and everything, people know he's lip syncing.
Oh, yeah.
Because he can move and his lips hardly move.
Right.
And
he kind of looks like those animatronics from Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, he does.
It's okay though. It's not Tom Jones like. It's Frankie Valli like.
Yeah, and he's got the 4 seasons, 4 young guys who can sing, and he
still has that good hair though.
That's true.
Listen, everybody's got their thing. It's his hair. It's always been the hair.
Yeah, but why is he still touring? I mean, hasn't he paid back that money by now?
I think nobody likes him and his family, and he's got nothing left. He's just my ex-wife doesn't like me. My kids are over me. It's just me.
I mean, Jersey Boys, the whole thing was about one of the things was about, how we took on the debt that really wasn't his fault. And,
his alcoholism, his divorce.
He went on tour
dadding.
And he was paying back the bills, and it took him a long time to pay everything back. But he's got to be, got to be done.
I had we do rock and random trivia occasionally. And this week, our week of, and I'm just going to give it to you. So you're welcome. If you're going to come to one of our trivia shows, here's your answer. But one of them is you'll know the James Brown song, but it's The Payback. And this week in history, after he passed, his estate was challenged by 12 different children claiming to be his. And it said at least, but the best part was it said at least 2 of them were proven to be correct. The actual number was settled out of court, so we'll never know how many it actually was.
Oh, that doesn't surprise
but
me.
I love
somehow.
that it was at least 2 of them were correct.
The other 10,
we don't know.
We gave him a
not
check.
divulge.
We gave him a check anyway.
Take your money. Just take your money. Here you go. The
Right.
payback.
Right.
What's up, Sethy? Hey, Kelly, how are you? How are things going at the flower shop? I need to get in there. I've got a bunch of stuff and people to buy for this month. Lots of August birthdays.
Really?
If you've not signed up for our August birthday club,
please do.
Yes, please. Brenda's Cakes for All Occasions. I got to give her a shout out. She is absolutely phenomenal at what she does. Not that I need another baked good. I got sucked into some chocolate chip cookies yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop. Cake batter, you're evil.
Okay. Oh, Kate Bat.
You're evil.
She's the best. She is absolutely the best.
So good. I don't know why National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day was last week. I don't think chocolate chip cookies and think August 4th, right. But I mean,
yeah. In the fall,
I had to have them.
In the fall, we're going to have to make Natasha a regular guest here.
Yeah, I agree. Well, she started touting those little Debbie's things that I wanted, not the hurricane in Florida.
Right.
The oatmeal sandwiches.
Yes.
And by the time I got over to her table, they were gone.
Oh yeah. She's one of the ones when you come to the farmer's market, you've got to go right to.
Grab that, grab your scones.
Cape Batter, go to the camp. I don't remember the name of the company that does the scones. You got to get right there.
Bramblebush.
Yep, you got to get right there because that stuff, those who hesitate are lost.
And then Little Blue makes these little tarts. I'm addicted to all of the food at the market. I got a problem.
But when's the alligator bites guy coming back?
Oh, he threw out his back.
All right.
Poor Lou. He threw out his back.
Every week I go and I say to Mariana, we're going to get alligator bites this week, honey. And then he's not there.
Did you really want the gator bites?
I have to try them.
I guess. I feel like it's one of those dare foods.
Right.
Like, have you had it? I've had it before. I don't remember it being
It probably tastes like chicken McNuggets, but
we used to go to the Cajun Bluegrass Festival every single year in Escoheag, Rhode Island
when
I was a child, right?
Wow.
Stepping Stone Ranch.
Wow.
And that is where we would get our gator bites.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not recall them being great. But although, I mean, if you fry anything, it's delicious, right?
Right. I remember asking him if they were really gator bites.
Yeah.
I thought he was just trying to be clever and they were really chicken McNuggets. And he yelled at me.
Yeah.
Of course they're real. I went, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's grumpy.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's an old hippie. Because we were talking old hippie stuff, and he's an old hippie.
But he makes his own sausage. Their sausages are really good.
Oh, really?
Oh, really good.
Mari's Uncle Joe made the best sausage. We're gonna have to try.
All right, definitely do. I will put his to the test because Wild Man his sausage is delicious.
Really,
very fresh. Makes it himself. It's so good.
Mari's Uncle Joe was one. I knew Uncle Joe. I didn't know his wife. She passed before I got to know Mari. But he was one of those Italian guys who never did anything. You know, he would sit at the table, and if the sugar was there, he'd say, "Mary, may I have the sugar?" But when Mary passed away, all of a sudden,
what happened? Did his arms grow an extra length?
No. Joe became this fabulous cook, and he made the best. Anytime we heard Uncle Joe was making sausage, right to Uncle Joe's house.
Really?
Yes. He made the best sausage ever.
Huh.
And he also had a girlfriend after his wife died and everything else.
That's where the pep came from.
Who made it clear? Who made it clear? You want that sugar? You get it yourself, honey. I ain't doing that.
That's all Mary had to do. Mary, that's all you had to do.
Right. No, but she did it. Phyllis was like, oh, no. You want it? You get it, pal. But
that's fine. Mary, maybe you would have lived longer if you didn't live for Joe also. Crying out loud. Kelly, need to get you on the calendar. Yes, pedal it forward in October, miss. Tell me the date and I'm just putting it on my schedule. We'll be there. I absolutely love this event. Mm-hmm. It fills my bucket. She does these little mini bouquets. She gives you 2 of them, one
Yep.
for you to keep and one for you to give to somebody else
Oh,
to
really?
brighten up their day.
That's cool.
I know. It's Pedal It Forward, and we do it every October. And it's now become a tradition. I think last year we gave away 150 bouquets. It was wild.
Wow.
I know. It's really incredible. So I love what you do. Come and visit us, and we will talk about it very soon. Looking forward to it. Yeah. So August is a big birthday month in this house. I started laying the groundwork for our anniversary. I've got a funny little post I've got planned. I made my husband do a couple of things and take a couple of photos. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
For later on in the month."
We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do. We'll be married 35 years, September 9th.
So exciting.
We're taking a trip to Florida later on in October. That's going to be like for the anniversary. But we're trying to figure out what
Put your bra on, put your teeth in, Florida.
Right. Yeah, please. We're coming. We're going with the Lotanes to their place in Longboat Key, which,
Beautiful.
I mean, it's another story. I couldn't afford it in a million years, but they can.
Well, you got good friends. This
Right.
is
We
what
have good
do.
friends. Michael's a good friend and Patty's a good friend. And where was I going with this? Oh, we're trying to figure out what we can do around September 9th for a night or two.
Yeah.
Because that's the actual
Anniversary.
our actual anniversary. The trip is the trip to celebrate the anniversary. But on your 35th wedding anniversary, you really can't sit home that night and like do nothing.
You're gonna go dancing.
Or go to tomato. Nothing's anything wrong with tomatoes. Or like go to a local restaurant or
Right.
something. We need to do something. So
Yeah, I
any
agree.
suggestions? Any suggestions anybody has? A quick little overnight, maybe 2 nights. Mari likes 2 nights because one night, by the time you check in, you go out to dinner.
Why don't you go to like the casino? Maybe there's a show or something going on. It might be fun.
Yeah, that might be fun.
Celebrate with a bunch of strangers.
Right. Why not?
Right? Might win some money. Might do
Right.
something silly.
Yeah.
Might have a dance party.
Right.
I don't know.
All
Well,
right.
I'm trying to think of a nice 2-night overnight that's near us.
Yeah.
That might be something off the beaten path. Maybe go to one of the islands.
Right.
Go find Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Can we stay at this house? Can we have this
Yeah.
house
Using
now?
this house bill right now.
I heard you just giving away houses.
Right. we went to one of the islands for our 25th wedding anniversary.
So go to the other one for your 35th.
think it was Martha. Oh no. Mari did not have a good experience when we went to Nantucket.
Oh,
That's the story. That's the story of flying over to Nantucket.
Oh,
You know
What?
that story?
no.
We won a 2-night stay at somebody's condo at some sort of a charity auction or something, and tickets to fly over. So we flew over on Cape Air, the little puddle jumpers, and then right over. And when it was time to come home, the cruise lines, or whatever you want to call them, they had canceled the travel
Okay.
because it was too choppy
Yeah.
and too windy. However, the airline didn't,
Oh,
and I didn't tell Mari.
okay.
So we get on the plane, and when you leave, you have to come around the island to come to Nantucket.
Yeah. Is it Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
A wild ride. Some woman was somewhere, and of course, you can't sit together because they sit you by weight. There's some woman screaming in the back of the plane. Mari, I think, was just behind me, so it wasn't too bad. But we go to land in Hyannis, and it's so windy. We go to land, and the plane goes right back up again.
No, we'll take 2. Sorry.
Yeah.
At least it was memorable. Hey, you got your money's worth.
Oh, yes, it was. But she's never flying over there again.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Got a lot of bang for your buck. Listen, I
Yes.
got some Steamship
Yes.
Authority. Thank you to our friends over at the Steamship Authority.
Right. Steamship Authority. That I was thinking.
We'll
And of
send you
course-
on the boat.
I have flown so much that the up and down and everything else.
You're
Yeah,
used to it.
all right, fine.
Yeah, if you've flown anywhere near Middle America, you've definitely felt that. Where
Yeah,
are we going?
and I've flown up in Canada, and flew to Italy 5 or 6 times, and
Got a bad roller
whatever.
coaster.
We went up and down, and okay, I'm checking my phone or I'm reading or whatever. It doesn't bother me, and everyone else is screaming and throwing up on the floor, and oh my God, it was a terrible flight. Oh, it was?
So fun.
Yeah.
That's it. Just we'll find some medication for Mari. We'll give her.
Oh,
a
she
nice
has it
edible.
now. Because of that incident, every time she flies, She's got the medication. She
That's
takes
awesome.
she takes the pill.
That's awesome. It's perfect. I was absolutely enraged yesterday. I had a moment where I was shaking mad because my girlfriend is having a big birthday. And we have a quick little cruise that we have booked.
Yes.
So I thought.
Right.
And so I got an email yesterday and it just looked weird. The email looked off. You know how I think everything's a scam.
Right.
I don't answer phone calls that I don't know. I think everything's a scam, but it wasn't a scam. They canceled our cruise. And I was like,
no, a cruise to where, by the way?
So we're just doing the Bahamas. It's like the 4-night one.
Oh, okay.
And her friends work for the cruise line. Well, I didn't realize that we had only paid a deposit. We didn't pay the rest of what we had owed. And I didn't realize that there was like a timeline. And I didn't realize that they would cancel it, not just like send you an email saying you should probably do it. But because I booked through a third party, they didn't tell me.
Oh, so you didn't get the reminder.
Now, BJ's, I'm throwing you under the bus. BJ's Travel just decided to cancel it. So I called BJ's Travel Lady, and I know it's not her fault. And I know this woman didn't do anything to cancel my reservation and put me on hold. And I was on hold for about, let me see if we can just pull that back up and reinstate it. I'm like, yeah, because I didn't get a refund. I didn't get nothing. No one told me anything. And I've got flights. We've got stuff. We've got all the airport transfers. We've got all of the package of this cruise already paid for and dealt with. Just no cruise. I'm like, oh my God.
We can get to where the boat is, but we can't get on the boat.
Right, exactly. We'll wave to you as you get on the cruises. Well, bye.
That couldn't have been us.
Can you imagine? I would have been so bad. So yeah, and so we're getting ready to leave for work last night, and I'm so mad. And she's like, "Well, you're not going to get the $25 this back, but we'll refund you in 7 to 10 days, and we can rebook it for $500 more." And I was like, "What? Like, what?" I was not happy with her. I told her I was not going to accept that.
Right.
I ended up just hanging up the phone. She's like, "You want to rebook?" And I'm like, "No, goodbye. You're useless."
Right.
So it wasn't her fault.
Right.
I felt really bad afterwards because I know this woman did nothing to me. It was just a bad system.
Right.
So it ended up being fine. I went and rebooked it last night. I ended up getting a better room and I ended up spending less money. So it's fine. I just won't go through a third party again.
You did it yourself.
There. I did it myself.
Yep.
It's fine. Unlike Joe, I went and I lifted up that salt myself. I picked it up and dealt with it myself. But good God, I was just so furious last night because I'm like, you watch. And then I was looking on all the third party places and I was like, they're all sold out. I think we're sold out. I think we're SOL. I don't know what we're going to be doing for this cruise, but we're fine.
Right. Well, that's like if you go to Open Table. They don't have any tables available. But if you call the restaurant.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine.
Right. Unless you're Serena Williams.
Right. Right.
Sorry.
When we went up to the Revolution game the other week, Megan went online. We're going to make a reservation at this restaurant up at Patriots Place. And nothing available through Open Table or whatever. So we drove up. We said, okay, well, it's Patriots Place. We'll find somewhere to eat. And I ended up parking where this particular restaurant is.
Yeah.
And we figured, well, what the hell? Let's go in and see. It was half empty.
There you go.
And we were like, gee, do you have room for a table of 3? We're thinking maybe there's all of a sudden going to be a crowd because the Revolution game is coming.
Yeah.
Said, oh, sure. Right. It's right over here. Okay.
Yeah. There's plenty of space and those restaurants are huge at
Oh,
Gillette.
yeah. Yeah. So when we were leaving, I said to the hostess, I said, not for nothing, but you should know this, that on Open Table, you guys had no openings for tonight.
Yeah.
And clearly you're not sold out.
Yeah.
And she went, oh, really? I went, yeah, you might want to check it.
Those are right.
Because you lost customers tonight, probably.
Or maybe the waitresses were like, just put it on full so that nobody comes
We don't want to work
We
tonight.
don't want to work tonight. Good morning, Miss Laurel. Thank you so much. I miss your face. Ricky, Tiffany, thank you. Lynn, a little bit late, but we're happy you're here. Cooking up a storm at Dining at Home and everywhere else.
Cape Cod Dining at Home and everywhere else.
So good.
Yep.
I love just watching all of the things that you magic up in the kitchen. It's pretty impressive. I had the last of my lobster roll last night when I got home. I was very excited.
Yep.
Because we had leftover lobster. Who has leftover lobsters? We had leftover lobsters from our lobster party on
Wow.
Saturday.
Wow.
My husband, I'm not going to eat that. He doesn't eat leftovers.
He doesn't?
Nope. No, not knowingly.
You just repurpose it a little and it looks
He
like
doesn't
something
know.
new?
He doesn't know. If I repurpose it, he won't be mad about it, but he's just not
Right.
going to ever eat leftovers.
Like if you made a salad and threw the lobster in, you say, "Go, here you go, honey, here's a salad. We got tomatoes and blah, 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 and a little lobster in there." And he'd go,
He'd eat it and then like 10 minutes later be like, "Where'd you get that lobster?" It's from Saturday.
From Saturday. I know it's
It's
Monday.
fine. It's in the fridge. It's only Monday. I feel like it was fine.
I don't know how many times I have to say to Mari,
Aggravates me.
that's why God invented refrigeration. Something sits in the refrigerator for like 2 days. We got to throw it out. I went, no.
Oh, no, he doesn't rush to throw it out. He'll let it sit there in a Tupperware for a week and a half. That's not a
okay.
problem. He's just never eating it, so it doesn't matter to him.
Oh, okay.
It could just be like rotten cold food. Doesn't
Right.
matter. He's
Doesn't
not
think
ever
I'm gonna
eating
eat
it
it.
anyway.
Okay.
So
All right.
that cross falls on me, Hank,
Mhm.
where this was how my Saturday was, my one day off.
Yeah.
Where I opened up the utensil drawer, grab a spoon, stir my coffee, and I'm like, what is in this drawer? Lift this up. Oh, we've been eating out of no. One drawer turns into this drawer, turns into this drawer. Meanwhile, I end up my day. I'm like, that's it. I just took an edible and I ended up doing them all of them. I just here all day. This is my day off. I fixed them all.
Right.
Everything's spotless in there. It's perfect. Now, can we move out? Can you sell the house? Because
Sure,
I don't
anytime.
ever want to do that again.
Anytime. Tell us. Anytime. We'll get the sign up there. No problem.
I'm like, I cleaned the kitchen so good. I don't want to live here anymore. Can we
Yes.
leave?
Yes. Conveniently close to John's Pond, because we can't say you can walk to John's Pond because
Why?
Because that
Is this a new rule?
would be discriminating against someone who unfortunately could not walk.
Really?
Absolutely.
I did not know that.
Yes. Conveniently close. Can't say walk.
This is what other verbiage can you not say? These are no. I know that
The master bedroom is now the primary
bathroom.
You can't
bedroom.
like Jack and Jill bathroom, all of that stuff. Can't do that
Okay.
because there could be a Jack and Jack or a Jill and Jill or a Jack and whatever it thinks it is.
I mean, that's fine. I feel like vernacular does need to change as the times change. I get that, but I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to be so careful that you might be discriminating against someone who might be offended.
Huh.
And sometimes I think we even have to struggle sometimes with saying family home
Yeah.
because it might not be. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we had our Cape Cod feud or family feud.
Yeah.
It's chosen fam. Whatever your family looks
Right,
like, I
exactly.
don't care what your family looks like.
Right.
Live with a family of ducks for all I care. That's your family. If that's what it is, that's fine.
Right.
I saw a
Right.
social
If you think
post.
you're Mother Goose and you're going to bring your ducks, that's fine.
It. Put all your kids in a shoe, whatever it is that you people do, that's your family. Good.
Yep.
Great.
Right.
I
We have a property now over by Snake Pond.
mhm.
It's walkable to Snake Pond. I would love to put in the ad, walkable to Snake Pond.
Okay.
And I can't.
Conveniently located.
Conveniently located,
We
close
love
to.
that. Dawn says this world is turning to bleep. How hot is it in California right now? I've been seeing you working out, hustling. You're looking good. I know the struggle is real. I feel like when you get to a certain age and trying to make your body just work the way you want it to again,
Mhm.
and the things you take for granted, and then all of a sudden you can't do them, and you're like, when did that happen?
Right.
How can I not use this limb like I used to anymore? Why is this leg not bend that way anymore?
Right. That doesn't happen.
So good for you for taking taking it to the next level, Dawn. I'm excited that you're here. Pickles can sit in the fridge for a month,
Mhm.
but 2-day lobster is bad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Oh my God, you stop. She said trying to get to 130 and not look pregnant. Would you stop it? You don't.
I don't know what that means, and maybe I don't want to know.
No, 130 pounds. She
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
want to look pregnant.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't look pregnant. You look gorgeous.
Okay.
Lay off yourself and stop giving yourself a
But she wants to drop down to 130
struggle.
because
Yeah.
she thinks she looks pregnant.
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Gotcha.
Menopause sucks. I agree.
Mhm. Mari had menopause and quit smoking at the same time.
And you're still alive and married. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like that deserves some
If you want to know
sort
when
of
my hair really turned white,
good job, Hank. Good work. Proud of you. I'm proud of you. When my hair really turned white, he said. She got it done, though.
yes, she did. She did.
Gang's all here.
She hasn't had a cigarette. Every now and then, and I guess this happens with a lot of people, she'll all of a sudden say, I just had such a craving for a cigarette. I guess it just kind of
Really?
comes from the recesses of your mind and goes.
I had a dream I smoked the other day.
Did you ever?
Not, but of course.
Yeah.
I think everybody did at some point in their space of whatever it was. But I woke up and I was like, oh, I didn't. No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God. I've always had this voice, however. My daughter also has this voice.
Mhm.
And I remember when I was at the chiropractor and he was giving me a hard time. And, Lily came around the corner sounding like this. And he's like, all right, fine. I agree. I'll leave you alone, Stephanie.
Right.
Always the scotch and soda voice. I've always had it.
Right.
We are just weeks away from her going to school.
I know.
We had an incident yesterday.
Oh, no. What happened?
It was an awkward mom moment.
Uh-oh. Can you share it with us?
So the boyfriend was over.
Uh-oh. Was it that kind of?
No, it was nothing like that. It was actually very innocent. It was just something I didn't need to see. And the two of them went over to the beach, our conveniently located ponds
yes.
that they didn't get a ride. They used their feet and
Their
they
feet.
walked over.
Right.
And they
Because
came
it's
back to the
conveniently
house.
located.
But she's obsessed with using my bathroom. It drives me absolutely batty.
Okay.
She's got her own bathroom. Use your own damn bathroom. Want to use my bathroom? She likes to use all of my products in there and leave all of her dirty clothes because she knows I'll eventually launder them, and so she doesn't have to do laundry. I'm on to her.
Is she going to be one of those college roommates?
Absolutely. Oh, did I leave my stuff in your basket? Thanks for washing it.
Right.
Scam
I've been
artist.
looking for that.
Scam artist.
Oh boy.
She thinks she's clever about it. We have 5 children.
Mhm.
You're the second to last. Been there, done it, seen it, wrote the book. You're not tricking us. There's nothing you're getting past us. Nothing.
Right.
So I walk, I knock on the door, and she's like, I'm in here. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I barge in there anyway. And there's the boyfriend and her
In the bathroom.
in the shower.
Together.
They weren't doing anything, but I saw his nudity. I didn't need to see it.
I'm sorry.
Thankfully, it was the backside. I would not have recovered from the front side. I just wouldn't have. It was the backside. So I was like, okay,
Uh-huh.
we've all seen butts before. I can move
Right.
on. But even still, I was just like, why? Like, you're a grown up. I know you're 18, but use your own bathroom. And
On the other hand, you should be pleased that you've created such a safe environment
wonderful.
here
I'm so lucky.
that she feels okay about doing
Hashtag
that.
blast. Great. My God.
In her parents' house,
Go
she
to the
feels
outdoor
very
shower.
safe.
Go to the outdoor shower. Why you got to use mine?
But then they can't be naked.
Yeah, they could be out. They can absolutely be naked in the outdoor shower. Get out there. I don't care what you do. Just don't put it in my bath. Just have to pee. I just have to use my bathroom.
Oh my God.
Thank God I didn't barge in there and pee while he was in there, for crying out loud. At least the curtain was open, so I knew what
Right.
was
And
in
not knowing
there.
he was there. Right. You could have
my
walked in and
God.
said, hey, honey, just give me a minute.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Can you
God.
imagine?
That would have been like the Falmouth Road Race.
I'd never see him again. That's right. That's not the first time someone's seen me pee.
That's a long story, folks.
Falmouth Road Race is coming up fast and furious, everybody.
Maybe we'll save it for Thursday when we're on Mashpee TV.
We're going to clean up this act.
Oh
Before
my
we go.
gosh, yes. And I've got to wear pants. So
Chris Ball is sweating right now. Actually, that doesn't sound good. None of those words sounded good together, especially with you talking about your pants. Chris, we're going to have to change your name. And it can't be the first time you've ever heard that.
right.
Listen, it's been a wonderful morning, but
Yes,
I've got
it
to
has.
move on. I've got a workout to get to.
Right.
Hank has got real estate to deal with.
That's right.
And you've got lunch break coming up.
I have lunch break coming up, and I'm continuing the talk around the table, which is what I kind of call the informational part of the show or whatever.
Yeah.
As you know, I used to work for utility companies.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, everybody is agog about, oh my God, my electric bill. So,
I like that, Hank.
So based on my, well, it's kind of like the same voice. It does. Oh my God, what about the children? Um,
It's perfect.
That's perfect. At any rate, I started talking yesterday, and I will continue today to talk about some appliances you have in your home that may not be helping you with your electric bill.
Oh, okay. I dig this.
You know, and just a word of advice, folks. If your usage, how can I put this? Your electric bill is largely based on how much you use. If you go online, if you look up your account, if you and you see the graph and the usage is like this, and you can't think of a reason why, call the electric company.
Well, I'd be calling every month because I never know why anything happens around
Because
here.
there could be something wrong with your meter.
Like, Stephanie, you have kids. That's why you chose
See,
that.
there you go. See, and that's what people don't
You
think
made
of.
that decision, miss.
One of the things I talked about yesterday was the water heater,
Yeah.
responsible for 18% of your electricity usage.
Hey, Eric. Thanks for joining us.
If you got a bunch of teenagers and they're taking 45-minute showers and your electric bill goes up,
with their boyfriends.
there you go, with the
During
boyfriend.
the day. Whatever. I just can't.
All right, I'm gonna fall down the rabbit hole talking about this.
Jenny.
I'll see you at noontime, folks. We'll get into it.
Excellent. Eventsoncape.com is our website. If you're looking for something fun to do this week, you can check in with us. We've got a lot of great activities that are happening this weekend. We got a sidewalk sale in Mashpee Commons. It's tax-free weekend.
Ooh.
We'll talk a little bit more about what's going on.
I need a new laptop.
Well, if those are the things that you need, start planning your shopping. Maybe you can do a little shopping with us. I've got a full weekend in the Mashpee Commons. Sidewalk sale on Saturday, Mashpee Farmers Market on Sunday.
Mhm.
Our entertainment is Matt Levesque. He is fabulous. He's great singer, songwriter, just vamps to some crooner stuff.
Uh-huh. Oh, cool.
I know. So I really do enjoy him immensely. So yeah, we got a full weekend in the Mashpee Commons for your tax-free weekend. And events on Cape Cod is our events group that is on Facebook. We're at 6,500 followers right now.
Mhm.
Let's keep it going. Start sharing some wonderful things in there. I did have to bounce a couple of people for doing some fake posts. I don't like that. Just
no.
keep it clean, everybody.
Right.
Like the electric company.
Oh, I admire anyone who's an administrator of a page. You, Mari, Stacia, who does, I think it's Stacia or Stacy, who does Sandwich Scoop.
Oh, she's got a lot of wackos.
She's got a lot of
got a
wackos,
lot to handle.
and I would love to talk to her someday, to have her come on, or at least do a phone call with her, because she's doing just a great job, and she deserves to to be noticed and to talk about what it's like. And
Eric,
maybe,
you're missing it all living in the town of Sandwich. They used
Right.
to own the Brown Jug. They're on the West
Oh,
Coast
okay.
now, and they're loving their life in
yeah.
wine country.
well, he can still go on Sandwich Scoop and see what's going on in his old hometown.
I'm sure he goes in and laughs. I'm sure he does.
Oh yeah,
Glad I don't deal with that. Bye-bye now.
right.
Gonna
And
go
here's
drink
another
some
post from Anonymous.
Yeah.
Really?
People feel free to post anonymously, and then they feel free to be idiots. Although I did, in fact, laugh out loud yesterday on the New Bedford page because we're at Quahog Republic, the Whalers Tavern in New Bedford, where somebody posted anonymously, I think I'm going to run for mayor. And the amount of people that had stuff to say because he posted anonymously, it was just absolutely hysterical. It was nothing else but to make fun of the anonymous posters.
Of course.
And it just turned on to absolute wildfire. It was hysterical.
Right.
So as long as you're going to be funny, if you're posting anonymously and not be a jerk, I'm down for it.
Yep.
Post dumb things to make us all laugh. We say yes to that. I like a good joke. Thank you.
That's right.
It's my Irish heritage. What do you want? All right. We are here, 1180.com. Make sure you give us a like and a follow, and never miss a moment of one of these shows, because, I mean, there's a lot happening.
There's a lot here. We're a lot.
We'll see you Thursday live from Mashpee TV. For Hank and Stephanie, we'll talk to you soon,
And
everybody.
I'll see you at noontime, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that was a lot.
So, we're a lot, Hank. A minute 4. Still
Oh my
yapping.
Oh my
Hour and 4.
Oh my goodness. That